Yo, champs in the making! It's your boy Starmeistr and Luap, aka the Pikachu Bros, and welcome to another episode of the Pokemon Chronicles review series. Today, we'll be reviewing episode 22, Pikachu's Winter Vacation, Christmas Night, and Kanga Games. The episode originally aired on December 22nd, 1998 in Japan, and on November 5th, 2006 in the US. So, for the final time, let's get started on the recap. The first part of the episode is entitled Christmas Night. The episode begins in a fun winter beach where Ash, Misty, and Brock and their Pokemon are spending their Christmas holidays. Ash, Misty, and Brock head out to pick up the Christmas cake, leaving their Pokemon behind to watch the place. As soon as they leave, Togepi leads a charge as they wander around until they find this very intriguing door that's slightly open. They open the door, and what greets them is a beautiful room ornamented with Christmas decorations with a sumptuous banquet set before them. They all hop on the table and play with all the food and accessories in there. At one point, Bulbasaur finds a cookie molded into a Bulbasaur shape, but Squirtle accidentally pops off a party popper, shocking both of them, which leads to Squirtle eating the Bulbasaur cookie instead. Squirtle is sorry about it, but Bulbasaur wouldn't let him go. So Squirtle runs away and plays catch with Bulbasaur. They run around the dining hall, and one by one, a series of disasters has transpired. Vulpix gets its head stuck in a shoe. Bulbasaur's Vine Whip causes the Christmas tree to almost tumble. Squirtle trips by the Christmas light as Pikachu single-handedly stops the tree from falling. And the final straw is Psyduck accidentally popping a cork off a bottle, landing a direct hit on Pikachu, and the Christmas tree tumbles on top of Pikachu. Bulbasaur and Squirtle make fun of Pikachu, and Pikachu has had enough of their shenanigans. So he unleashes a powerful Thunderbolt which only burns out the lights in the room. Pikachu finds a musical box which plays a cute Christmas song for a short while until it stops. This saddens everyone, but Pikachu comes up with the idea for all of them to work together to rebuild the Christmas tree, and by the time Ash, Misty, and Brock arrive, they surprise them with a cute and wholesome Christmas spectacular. The episode ends with all of them delighted as they party all night under the Christmas-spirited moonlight.
The second part of this episode is entitled Kanga Games. It begins with Ash, Misty, and Brock arriving at a cabin in the middle of the woods amidst the freezing cold season. The next morning, Pikachu's awakened with the bright ray of sunlight, and he invites everyone to play in the snow. Everyone seems to be enjoying the snowy playground, even Onix joins in on the fun. Togepi enjoys walking around, creating footprints, and watching everyone's footprints, and I guess face prints in the snow? Togepi wanders off too far that he comes across a very large footprint that doesn't belong to any of them. He follows them until a giant Pokemon shows up before them. It turns out to be a Kangaskhan who's a fun and loving mother and encourages her kid to play with the Pokemon. At first, Baby Kangaskhan is scared to play, but a little bit of help from Pikachu, Squirt, and Bulbasaur, and Baby Kangaskhan eventually joins the gang and plays snowball throwing with them. Meowth is here too. But before he could even throw a snowball at them, he already rolls off into the mountains. The cute Pokemon continue playing with the snowballs until Baby Kangaskhan and Togepi find a small sled. Pikachu joins in too, and Bulbasaur grabs Squirtle with his vines and uses him as his own sled. Onix doesn't want to be left out from the fun, so he also brings Geodude, Vulpix, and Psyduck to go slide with him. All the Pokemon are enjoying their best lives, but they didn't realize that they're already headed straight into a lake. Good thing Mother Kangaskhan comes to the rescue and stops all of them from falling into the lake. At that point, they all just decide to play with Mother Kangaskhan, and we even get a scene of Pikachu playing in Kangaskhan's pouch. I know he misses his original mother. Sunset soon comes, and the mother and child have to say goodbye to their friends after a super fun day. Kangaskhan walks back into the mountains just in time for Ash, Misty, and Brock to arrive. All the Pokemon excitedly return to their trainers, and they head home together. Now for our ratings and reviews.
Yo guys, so I wish we could have ended Pokemon Chronicles on a higher note, but unfortunately we don't always get what we want. Sadly for us, Christmas Night and Kanga Games was an overall boring episode. The first part was pretty funny, but there were a lot of moments that took forever to finish. They had less than 10 minutes to make a Pikachu short, but most of it was spent on cute but boring scenes of showing Christmas decorations. The second half was a little more fun with all the adventures they showed us. I know we all have that one friend whom we met during winter vacation and never to be seen again. And Baby Kangaskhan was that friend who was super cute this whole time. Mother Kangaskhan was fun as well, and I did like the characterization of the Pokemon in this episode. We even got a heartwarming scene of Pikachu inside Kangaskhan's pouch, which obviously foreshadowed Pokemon Journeys Episode 1. Definitely what carried this episode for me were Bulbasaur and Squirtle. Their friendship was highlighted very well. They're probably the best Pokemon duo ever. And don't get me started with the sled scene, because that honestly made me laugh so hard. But still, the episode was supposed to be fun, and besides the Squirtle and Bulbasaur scenes, I was still bored for most of it. All in all, I don't think that this episode was bad, because the writing wasn't awful, it's only subpar. It for sure doesn't hold a candle to the first winter special episode. It's overall cute and wholesome, but mostly boring. So, I'm giving this episode a 4 out of 10.
The last episode of Pokemon Chronicles was oddly placed to say the least. Despite this being the last episode to end the series, I just felt like the placement was off. Not only did this finally come over to the US nearly 8 years after originally airing in Japan, it just did such a mediocre job of ending off this amazing series. I felt that I would have much rather had this placed near the beginning of the other Pikachu shorts rather than to end off the series. As for the episode itself, it's also based on runtime the shortest episode in the series. We got 2 short Christmas themed shorts packed into this one. To be honest, both episodes felt boring, with the first short especially being lackluster. Like it was just a generic Christmas themed short, but it just didn't connect with me whatsoever. The second short was slightly better, with the scene of everyone sliding down the mountains being particularly enjoyable. Bulbasaur using Squirtle as a snowboard wasn't something that I thought that I needed, but it was definitely loved. I definitely believe that the placement of the episode influenced my ratings, as I was looking more towards having a banger to end out the series, and instead was met with this. My rating for this episode is a 2 out of 10, and I officially place this episode as my overall least favorite episode of the Pokemon Chronicles series.
So yeah, that was a review and recap for episode 22 of Pokemon Chronicles, Pikachu's Winter Vacation, Christmas Night, and Kanga Games. If you enjoyed this video, then I highly suggest you subscribe to both our channels. Links are found in the description below. If you want to see any episode of Pokemon Chronicles, you can click the playlist that we made and find all the episodes neatly there. After over half a year of reviewing these episodes, that's the end of our Pokemon Chronicles review series. However, we'll be making other discussion videos related to Pokemon Chronicles over the next few months, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, thanks for watching, and the Pichu Bros will gotta catch ya later.
Huh?